Grab your coffee cup, come spend some time. I know it's early, the start of a new day. No need to worry, it's Local Cafe. Rise and shine, baby, wake and bake. Clear out your mind, baby, just take a break. Local Cafe. Chill out with us today.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the coolest, the calmest, and the chillest show in the entire Local Live universe. You are watching Local Cafe. So, the song seems to hit a little bit different now, because this is technically the PM. This is technically not morning anymore. But the way I see it is, we're just waking up and getting our day started in the LCU, right? Because right now at 2 o'clock, I believe Aussie should be starting 12 hours from now. So the way I see it is, this is morning. In terms of the LCU, this is morning, guys. Hope you all had a great day. Hope you're all doing beautiful. My co-host isn't here. Like, I'm not even lying. I hope nothing happened to her. Hopefully, Keem didn't throw me an audible, right? But we'll see. What's in the cup? Well, I have my old man cup that I got from Caribou Coffee. And a awesome supporter of the show, watcher of the show, suggested a coffee for me. It's called Blind Dog Coffee. Right hand to God, I have not tried it yet. I have it in the cup. Let's go ahead and try this for the cafe real quick. Oh, that is delicious. Oh, that is delicious, guys. I was able to get it on Amazon, just like I get my Tim Hortons, right? So I highly suggest looking at Amazon if you have other things that you want to try. People are asking about Foot Girl. I truly, honestly have no idea. We'll definitely get into that. A little bit later on. We got some clips. But let's go ahead and get into this thing we call the show. So, So as we know, we always start the day, the morning, or the show with what we call the Daily Espresso. So let's get into that, shall we? So the Big Bear Bald Eagles, we're getting close, guys. We're getting super close. Only 4 days. 4 days left until the hatching. But hatching has happened just a little bit. We'll go ahead and get this showing, guys. So it's kind of where we're at right now. Where we're at right now with the with them. 3 more days until it happens. 3 more days until it happens. I was given a screenshot I want to show you guys. So if y'all pay attention to the timestamp, this is Pacific Standard Time. So this would be at 12:46 in the afternoon for the Eastern Standard. We're starting to get cracks. We're starting to see some hatching happening, right? So hopefully this all works out for the Eagles. I really, truly do. As we've been told, this is their third time trying, and this is definitely the closest they've ever come to making babies. So hopefully this happens. I know earlier, turn this down a little bit. Old Jackie was making some calls, and Shadow, obviously, to the rescue. But yeah, we're definitely getting closer, guys. Definitely getting closer. Again, Friday supposedly the day. We'll see what happens on Friday. But I really, really want this to happen on Lockout Cafe. I really, truly do. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. But it's a great day, guys. It is a great day. So, our daily horoscope for those born on March the 3rd. A Pisces born on March the 3rd is aggressive and opinionated. Say it ain't so. Professional goals are a priority, and success is an important goal in their lives. We should all have important goals in our lives. Don't you agree, chat? Always. Despite these, they are also tuned into life's spiritual aspects that may possess extreme psychic sensitivity. They approach life from a dreamer's aspect. So here's the way I dissect that, chat. Let me know if you agree or not. So psychic sensitivity to me, I don't know if I really believe in all of that, like the mediums and all that jazz. I don't know if I really truly believe in that. I feel like if someone wants to speak to you from the other side, we'll call it the other side, the dreamland is the best place. I don't know, Chad. That's what I think. But, being aggressive and opinionated, I think all big personalities are like that. And, of course, professional goals are important. We should all have goals in life, chat. My goal is for Lockout Cafe to be a staple of the channel. Lockout Cafe to be a channel people come to for the night's events that didn't get caught up on Rewind or Aussie or other places. But that's definitely a interesting combination for one day. And obviously the dreamer's perspective. We all want to dream. We all want to dream big. We all want to make sure that we have, goals and aspirations. And a lot of the times, as children, we always say, what do you want to be when you grow up? Right. That's kind of where we're at here. But, this day in history on March the 3rd in 2024, Caitlin Clark. If y'all don't know who Caitlin Clark is, she is a WNBA player. Oh man, she is awesome. She is really good with the basketball, right? But she became the all-time leading scorer in the NCAA tournament, surpassing Pete Maravich's 3,667 points. She later joined the Indiana Fever of the WNBA, and her dominating play helps women's basketball surge in popularity. She's definitely been someone that has brought a lot of light to the WNBA. As y'all know, I am an NBA fan. I love basketball. And, having, WNBA come up and be equal or getting closer to equal to the NBA is awesome. I know last year in the All-Star game, they actually had Caitlin Clark and Steph Curry do the three-point contest. That was the first time that, a woman was in the NBA All-Star game and actually did something with Steph Curry, who is considered the greatest three-point shooter of all time. I don't know. He definitely beat all the records. He beat Reggie Miller. So, he's definitely made the most in NBA history, and he's just continuously going, chat. So it is awesome what he's been able to do. So in 1991, motorist Rodney King was severely beaten by the LAPD after a high-speed chase. The incident was captured on amateur video and sparked public outrage. How old was I? I was 5 years old when this happened, 6 years old when this happened. And that was definitely a tragedy. I'm sure we all remember the riots that happened. You had the Watts riots back in the 60s, I believe. Then you had the Rodney King riots that happened also. That was definitely a terrible thing, and obviously you don't want to see that to happen. Joe 257 with the 10, my favorite afternoon morning show. We definitely appreciate that, Joe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. all 254 of you. Apparently, I'm riding this solo. I truly do hope Beans is okay. Haven't heard anything from her today. We did do a little bit of talking this morning, so hopefully all is well. Hopefully Mr. Keem is not throwing an audible, right? But we'll definitely see what happens as the show goes on. So 1931, I hate when my mouse does that. 1931, the Star Spangled Banner was adopted as the national anthem for the United States. Now, I don't know about you guys, chat, but this is amazing, as an American, having, the national anthem play at like events and all that, If y'all don't know, I was in the Army, so I'm definitely proud of the country. I'm definitely a patriot, so I'm definitely happy about this. But it's amazing that it was less than 100 years ago, if you think about it. Because, we got 6. That's 94 years ago is when we got our national anthem. I'm not too sure if there was one prior to this, but, it's definitely a cool thing. And then 1845, Charlotte was admitted as the 27th state of the United States. That's where Beans is from, Florida. She's been open about that. People have their ideas about Florida, but hey, it is what it is. Then last but not least, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln signed a bill creating the National Academy of Sciences. Obviously, science is important, research and all that. So, it's definitely a good thing that we had that even back then because, things are always evolving. Things are always changing. And, science is one of those that always tries to look for absolute facts, right? Always tries to look for absolute facts. So, definitely a good thing to have the sciences. So, brewed for your brain, useless facts. This is always interesting to see. Honey never spoils. You could eat 3,000-year-old honey. I have noticed that with certain honeys, there's no expiration dates, especially if it's like all natural. If it's all natural honey, then definitely. If it's like processed honey and all that, I don't know. I know usually whenever I cook, I don't do a lot with honey. I know when I do cornbread, normally I do honey in my cornbread. But, it is what it is. But definitely interesting. Cows have best friends and get stressed when separated. Cows are actually pretty smart animals. A lot of different people have assumptions about different animals. But yeah, cows are definitely smarter animals. So I definitely think that's cool. I really do. The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in one. That's actually funny. So I'm assuming he was cremated, right? I don't think, getting a body in a Pringles can, unless they have one special made for him. But, definitely an interesting one. Definitely. There is a cloud in space that tastes like raspberries and smells like rum. How is that possible, chat? How in space? And how would they know that? How could these astronauts or whatever really get a sample of a cloud? Why would they get a sample of a cloud and taste it and smell it? I don't know, man. That's definitely an interesting one. I'm not too sure about that one. I know I wouldn't do it. So, the quote of the day. This is definitely one of my favorite segments of the Daily Espresso, because obviously we all have different quotes that we live by. Obviously, like mine, a million what ifs do not make one absolute. I don't like what ifing things to death, because when you what if things to death, I don't know. Sometimes it can keep you from going forward. Sometimes it can keep you from trying to achieve when you what if things to death. So I try not to do that, chat. I don't know about you guys, but, I don't know. But the quote of the day is, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. That's definitely a good one. Because, again, it kind of ties into what I was saying. The reason why a lot of people don't try is because of the fear of failure. like right now, you know, like I'm here by myself, right? I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not, you know, excusing anything or whatever, but, you know, I don't know, some people that are not like natural YouTubers and have like a month-old channel would really try and do this by themselves. Excuse me. I learned a lot doing this by myself, but, you know, it's always good to have somebody to bounce off with. But, you know, you can't be afraid to try and fail, because it's kind of like, you know, talking to women or talking to men or dating or whatever. You know, a lot of times people get in their own head and they don't actually want to go try and attempt, right? So you learn more from your failures, chat, than you do from your successes. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. No one's perfect. No one's going to get this right the first time. You know, no one's really going to, what's the word I'm looking for? No one's really going to be able to, like, you know, have successful attempts at every single time. Because if you don't fail, you don't learn, right? So that's kind of how I see it. But yeah. And then, you know, being in the afternoon now, locale brunch, as some would say, you know, I've had a little bit more time in the morning. I posted in chat a picture of the breakfast I made. It was blueberry and lemon loaf I made into French toast, and then did some eggs and bacon. Obviously, that was good as hell, chat. I'm just saying. But normally I don't eat lunch. I tend to skip lunch. You know, I know Keem said on Locale Live before, you know, we're not humans aren't really meant to eat 3 meals anymore. Obviously, things change and evolve. So, you know, I usually stick to 2 meals a day. But, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those days, chat. One of those days. But let's go ahead and get into some world news, shall we? So as we know, outside the LCU, there is a world out there going on. You know, there's a world sometimes we forget about because, you know, we do have so many channels going at once, you know, so many different things happening. There's a world outside. So as y'all know, yesterday on Locale Live, they were talking about the wildfires in South Carolina and North Carolina. So, sorry, let's go ahead and show this clip real quick so y'all can check it out. So normally with fires, you know, they try and dump like water, sand, salt, things like that. But yeah, that's wild that's happening. So, you know, already in South Carolina, apparently 5,000 acres have already burned, with 170 reports of fire due to like low humidity, high winds, very dry climates, or dry conditions, I should say. The largest fire, evidently, in history for the Carolinas was a 1,200 acre fire with 0 containment. So that thing just went. I couldn't imagine. You know, obviously California, they get a lot of fires, right? But yeah, I couldn't imagine. You know, being involved in that. You know, thoughts and prayers, obviously, to everyone affected and everyone that will be affected. You know, because sometimes people are just affected and really can't help it. But yeah, I don't know, man. Let me, let's get into this right here. So evidently, you know, they learned about it on air last night. Wings and them did. So, you know, obviously, they were watching videos and all that. So let's check this out real quick.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see that nasty shit. Cover them up.
Why is there a forest fire in South Carolina? That's insane.
Yeah, this is. I'm looking at footage.
Let me share this with you.
I'm sharing it. Just go to me, Wings. Look at this. No way, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm in on this. Carolina Forest is an affluential area of Myrtle Beach. It's
yeah,
it's
it's
its own
wild
little town.
chat.
It's where all the rich people live in Myrtle Beach. That and Barefoot
Oh, look at Foot Girl. Yeah, so I don't know, man. That's definitely something. You don't want to see that happen. You know what I mean? You definitely don't. You definitely don't. Oh, man. SpongeBob, my favorite new fan in chat. They need to punish this guy for being this stale and reading off a script of random internet facts. Appreciate it, SpongeBob. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being a fan of mine. And evidently, Wings was driving, right? And he was driving through some of the smoky area. So yeah, this is wild, bro. That you're driving, you can't even see 10, 15 feet in front of you. I wouldn't say 10, 15 feet, maybe more like 50. But still, that's wild, chat. I have no idea what in the hell is going on with that one. Again, like I said, thoughts and prayers to the family. I really hope all that happens. So evidently there's more airline news, right? Don't we get sick of airline news, chat? I know I do. I got an event I'm about to, fly to, and it's kind of hard sometimes to really want to fly knowing all the bad crap that's happening. I know some people were saying that they were going to drive instead of fly. I don't know, man. That's because my back issues and all that. It's hard for me to drive, but yeah. So evidently, United Airlines flight diverts to Texas after severe turbulence injured 5 passengers. So this happened yesterday. An airline's flight that was en route to Missouri, or from Missouri to Houston, encountered some severe turbulence, and evidently people were injured. That's what's wild, man. Usually, if you're flying, right, you have your seatbelt on. People are, if there's turbulence, sometimes you just want to chill. You know what I mean? Just chill out. Not be crazy, then people still get injured. I don't know, chat. I don't know, man. Still weird for me. But we got somebody.
Hello.
My co-host is here. Yes, we got you. What's going on?
So I didn't want to join on the Monday cheer up without having my game face on, right? I was having a bit of a rough morning, afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to the time. But I'm here now and I'm ready to tango.
Let's do it.
God damn, he had these lights so bright.
Hell yeah.
Could you No, it's fine. Could you send me the docket through the show chat, by the way?
Yeah, I got you. I can do that right now. Guys, welcome Beans to the back to the stream. Thank you for being here, Ms. Beans. Always a pleasure.
I was half expecting to be replaced with Foot Girl at this point.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Nothing against you, Mr. Hayes.
And don't you ever fucking dare replace her. I'll kill you myself. Minecraft.
Thank you, Grim, for your interpret. Shy with the 1864. Thank you, Shy.
So you said that we're on world news now? General or
Yeah,
some
general,
other
yeah.
section?
So I was just talking about the United Airlines flight that injured 5 people. That's wild.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying, I don't know how you have turbulence and people still get injured and you're supposed to be seated with your seatbelts on and all that. Obviously things can happen, right? Other things can come into play, but yeah, I just don't know, man. That's wild. So let's go ahead and get into drama alert news. Our faithful boss posting stuff. They did some wild shit yesterday with there was female streamers evidently going in getting messed up with and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think I heard a little bit about that. So apparently something happened to Amouranth. Did I get that correctly?
Yeah, so Amouranth was supposedly robbed or attempted to get robbed, and she shot him. And yeah, it was all messed up. Yeah, let's check out what the boss man says in case you guys missed it in the Discord, guys. Yeah, this is Keem reporting on the things that happen with these female streamers. It's
Last night was the absolute scare.
It's wild. Let's get into it.
Scariest moment for female streamers in a very, very long time. You had Valkyrie, Cena, and Imaru doing an in real life stream. They come across a fan. He takes a picture with them. Later, he asked one of the girls for their number. They shot him down. And then he turns into a psycho, starts following them, won't leave them alone. They're asking for the security guards to help them out. And he says something along the lines like, I will kill you, and really starts charging them. And the stream ends. They ended up having to call the police, and now the story's massively viral. Thank God all 3 girls are safe. But it took over Twitter last night, which then in the background, there was another story that didn't get as much attention that was so much worse than that. And that was Amouranth. Her house got broken into by robbers. She ended up shooting one of them. They were demanding for her crypto wallet. She shot one of them, was covered in blood, had to go to the ambulance herself. I believe she got injured. But thank God all 4 of these women in these 2 situations are safe.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't get it, man, how people can be that weird. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you got like your simps and your neck beards and your weird people, right? That's going to be there. But like, just the balls of some of these dudes to do this stuff. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either because, so the Emaru guy, he asked for her number, got rejected, probably in the nicest way possible because knowing these lovely ladies on stream, they know how to let people down gently. But even getting let down gently kind of triggered something in this person to be a complete total creep, right? I know that this has happened before with another streamer. I believe she does mostly Twitch. Her name is Sweet Anita. She has Tourette's. She's a very big advocator for animals and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. She had a stalker. I think she lives in Europe. She had a stalker, and this guy would follow her everywhere. It even got to a point where he would follow her with a weapon, and she would go to the police and she would say, hey, can you guys do something about this guy? Nothing. She waited and waited months and months for something to come of it, but they told her time and time again, hey, we can't really do anything unless he does something to you, which is even more messed up, right? Yeah. You have to wait till maybe the final thing that somebody can do to you in order for justice to be served. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's super sad, you know, and I don't know, man. I hate seeing it, you know, like obviously there's shows where like you get like weird people and following others, especially like IRL, especially women, right? Because people assume women are easy targets. And, you know, when some women like, you know, like, I'm not going to say sexualize themselves, but, you know, dudes get like messed up thoughts in their head when they see that and they assume things, which they shouldn't assume it. But, Duck Savannah, oh, it's coffee time. Sorry I'm late. Have you seen the eggs yet? Yes, sir, we have. We were looking at them earlier. You know, we're definitely happy for our birds, you know, because we definitely, you know, third time's a charm. And I really hope they become parents. That's beautiful, though. But let's go and check this out real quick on Miss Amouranth. Where you at? There you are. So this is outside of her home. I'm assuming that this is her, like, you know, recording. Like, everyone that's outside her house. And then, you know, they pistol whipped me, but I got one. I'm bleeding a lot, but stable going to the hospital. Here she says she was robbed at gunpoint, keeping her fans. Oh, my goodness. And then this is not a prank, you know, basically saying that she definitely needs help. You know what I mean? You really hate seeing this. And then I'm covered in blood, but only some of it is mine. I'll update y'all as soon as I can. Was at gunpoint. They gave me phone and said, log in with gun to my head. And I tweeted because calling would be a death sentence. So, yeah, I hate it. I think
that must be super traumatic, not to mention, right? Like having a gun up to your head and you're being told to like do something or else you're gonna get hurt. So we have Han Solo 989 in the chat that said, if you've been in a home invasion before, you know how extremely lucky Amouranth is to have had access to a weapon at the time. A lot of people talk big game, but they don't know what it's like. That's true.
This is what I'm going to say, man. I think if you're a dude and you prey on a woman, you're a bitch. You're a coward. You're a bitch. You're someone that doesn't deserve to be called a man. You're just someone who wants to prey on weak people because it makes you feel better as a man or as a person, but you're really just scum of the earth. That's my true feelings on dudes that prey on women. You know, I think I can't. But so evidently, this morning at 11:57, there was released footage of the masked gunman who chased her into her home. So this is footage of them actually at her residence, you know, whatever. Here we go right here. That's them.
Oh, right here. It's in here.
Yeah.
Come on. Go, 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 go.
Good for her. Good for her. That's basically it. Yeah. So, big up on her, man. That's beautiful. I'm happy. Fuck 'em.
Exactly. I think that's one of the main reasons. I've been to Texas before. Grim and I went to go visit a buddy of ours. While we were there, what happened? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. That's a very important thing that happened in our lives. So our buddy, he has a lot of weapons. You know, people in Texas like their toys, right? Me and Grim are not much gun people, but we know the importance it is to at least shoot once to get that feeling in case we are in a very dangerous situation. Pulling that trigger the first time is probably the hardest, right?
Yep.
So he took us to a gun range. He gave us the whole rundown of like how you're supposed to put a gun together, or like remember never to look down the barrel of a gun, obviously.
Yeah.
But I hate loud noises. Loud noises really freak me out. But I knew the importance of shooting a gun. So it's like, I'll do it once and probably never again, unless something bad happens, right?
Yep.
But as soon as I pulled the trigger, I put the gun down, I was like, okay, the next time I do it, it's not going to be as hard, right?
Yep.
And I do think that everybody should get that experience at least once, just to get it out of the way, right?
Definitely.
Grim, he absolutely hated it. I don't want to say he felt pressured to shoot like various guns, but in the end it just didn't sit with him very well mentally, which I do understand. Like, guns are a very scary thing if you're not used to them.
Underworld Zombie,
Kyle
welcome to
Lamb.
Band World. Thank you, Underworld. We appreciate you.
Bandworld, hell yeah.
Thank you.
So there's Kyle Lamb in the chat saying also practice jams, no need to do live rounds. That's very true.
Oh yeah. So Hassan Piker, you know, being a very controversial person, he just can't shut up.
What did he say now?
I know, right? If y'all didn't catch it, Ethan Klein did a hit piece on Hassan Piker and really put some shit out there against that dude. But this is fresh, something that happened recently. I still don't understand why, you know, he's not gone off the face of the internet, you know, for what he says, just banned off the internet. You know what I mean? I don't know. But let's check it out.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott. Okay? You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott, you wouldn't make him a prominent part of the Republican Party.
Yeah, so he's advocating for politicians to be, you know, gone from Minecraft, so to speak. Like, openly.
So I know that he was very good friends with, what was the girl's name? I think her name was like Frogan or something.
Yeah.
She was kind of championed as, you know, like a diversity person, I think it was. She was like part of the Twitch, how do you call that? help me out here. Frogan, she was like part of the diversity team, I think, of her Twitch or something.
I know she was like the star, like Rising Stars.
Rising Star, exactly. So, she says some pretty wild stuff. So just knowing that Hassan was kind of in the same group, I guess, I'm not that surprised. I've known Hassan because of the whole Destiny thing. I used to be a Destiny enjoyer. Unfortunately, not anymore with all the crazy stuff he's been saying. Don't give me that look.
Oh yeah.
Grim still likes Destiny a little bit for his takes, not for anything else. But yeah, like it's just weird how Twitch was so buddy with people who seem to be the most problematic when it comes to like breaking TOS and things of that nature.
Yeah. I ain't got shit for Frogan. I ain't got nothing for her. She can do whatever she wants and ride off into the sunset all she wants. I'm good on her.
That's true.
So, as we covered on Locale Cafe this past Saturday, Trump and Zelensky kind of got into it a little bit, with J.D. Vance. Some people are a little bit critical of how that all went down. Real quick, Dark Fortune, who's Frogan, she's the one who said that she has no issues with soldiers getting PTSD. She thinks they all deserve it. So that's her. But yeah, so back to this. Bernie Sanders had some very good comments. We're in American politics, by the way, Beans.
Okie dokie.
I don't know if you want to go over that real quick. But
yeah, let me just pull that up real quick. American politics. You said the first one, the Bernie Sanders?
Yep.
So it says here that independent U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders has dismissed as horrific claims that Ukraine's President Zelensky may have to resign after diplomatic meltdown in the Oval Office with Donald Trump. I think we saw some of those clips, as you stated before.
Mm-hmm.
The clips weren't that. I didn't see really meltdown. I saw a lot of frustration in that room, but I'm sure that there were longer clips that we just didn't get to at the time. So Sanders' comments in an interview with NBC Meet the Press on Sunday morning served as a retort to pro-resignation remarks from his fellow U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham, which in turn had been affirmed by the Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson. So it says here that he stated, I think that is a horrific suggestion, he told Kristen Walker in the interview. Zelensky is leading a country trying to defend diplomatic democracy. I'm all over the place today.
No, you're good. Real quick. So basically, Zelensky's kind of in a bad spot, and if he's going to the Americas for help, obviously he's used to getting some financial gain, some money to help fight this war. We now have a new president that wants it all to just stop. So he wants to cut off the funding. And, as President Trump said, they got bed sheets when Trump gave them like weaponry. So I know people are going to have their critiques. I know people are going to have their, blame game to pass around. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think people just want this war to stop. And the biggest threat or feeling of a threat right now is World War III to probably happen.
That's very true. Like I stated on Saturday, a lot of people were critiquing me for my points because I didn't have a lot of big things to say, or I wasn't very well informed on the whole topic. But I think the biggest thing is nobody wants war, right? Nobody wants devastation. Nobody wants the giant loss of lives, right? Because everybody is a brother or a sister or, just family in general, mother, father. In general, nobody wants war. So just this idea of going back and forth and kind of dipping our toes into potential World War III is not something that I'm looking forward to. Especially because I think Donald Trump has proposed like a draft for everybody. I don't think I would do well on the battlefield, but if I have you there, I think I'll be okay.
I do what I can. But yes, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Now I was gonna move on to the next one. Tim Waltz, you want to go over that?
Same. So Tim Waltz said that he may run for president in 2028 despite his failure in the 2024 run. He said, if the circumstances are right in 2028, I'll do it. Do you know much about Tim Waltz, Ken?
Not really. What do you know about Tim Waltz?
So the thing that I know about Tim Waltz is I wasn't really looking forward to his debate, but as soon as I started watching it, it's going to be a little controversial, but his debate with JD Vance was actually better than the debate with Trump and Kamala. I just got to say it.
Really?
Yeah, it was a fire ass freaking debate. Like, I did not expect much from Waltz, but he really, really knew how to go around these points. He had points just lined up ready, and it seemed like he really made a fool of JD Vance at the time. Grim, do you want to speak about this? Because you really loved it.
I really did. The only thing I want to say is that majority of the things that he mentioned were things that he actually applied to his city, to his state. Like, all those things actually functioned, and he managed to make his city and as well as state better because of the things that he implemented. And I can understand where he's coming from, where trying to implement it on a larger scale, like the country, which can obviously be difficult. It's a big task to take because there's so many like intricacies within every state and every city. But still being able to apply something with experience and be able to talk about it like on an open stage and argue about it because he's coming from a factual standpoint, that alone, it's phenomenal.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that was just all around just a great debate, and like just thinking of the idea of getting to see him debate again would be really cool. Because I do think that he's really good with his words, and like Grim said, and just in general, I think he can do it. Not that I would vote for him per se, but the fact that he was only speaking on points that he implemented in his own city was just fantastic in my opinion. Like, if you prove that you can do it for your own city, then you can prove that you can, do it for the country, right?
Definitely.
There's more hoops and steps to go through, but it does give more hope that you're going to do as you say instead of just talk out your ass. I'm sorry. It's the afternoon, so I can be a little bit more vulgar today.
Hey, so real quick, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I will literally be right back. Just going to like Trump tariffs. Sorry,
That's
chat. My bad.
fine.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's emergency.
We're not used to the whole later times. So the next point is that Trump tariffs could amount to largest tax increase in at least a generation. And this is from the think tank. So Trump's tariffs could force households to pay up to $1,200 annually. Commerce chief says that tariffs on Canada and Mexico might not be 25% as Trump has threatened. Let me click on that to get more of the information. Let's see here. So it says here that support for Russia was the highest among Republicans, whose party is led by Trump, at a 7%, and a 56% majority of those Republicans say that they didn't have a preference between the two, and 37% actually supported Ukraine. I think they're talking about this because I'm going into a completely different article, apparently. So let me actually pull this up for you guys. Wait, I can't do that because he would have to click on it. Actually, let's go into chat. I want to see what the chatters are going to say about these tariffs. Do you think that these tariffs are going to be a good thing, bad thing, maybe a little bit in between? So there's somebody called Cousin Mickey saying, look up eating the dogs and cats beans. I think we don't need to look that up. I think everybody knows that meme, unfortunately. So JD Vance, I think that was probably one of the worst parts of the whole debate, right? So he tried to say some... Wait, was it JD Vance or was it Trump? One of the two. You can tell I don't really care about anything that comes out of their mouth. But one of the two... I'm pretty sure it was JD Vance, tried to push this idea that like there's Haitians in Ohio or something like eating cats and dogs to try to like really bring home the whole like we should build a we should build a wall on the border, and like we shouldn't have people coming in because the only people who come in are criminals of some sort. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So Gaff Garian with the $20 said, we didn't give 175 billion in cash. Equip, we have Ukraine. We're nearing decommission. Ken, I'm sure you're aware. So we give equip, I think he means equipment, we wouldn't use, pay to decommission and stimulate the econ. We need our industry to create new equipment. I think that was mostly geared towards Ken, but something that, if you guys don't know, if you're not in the Discord, oh, you're back.
Yeah, what's up? Sorry.
No, so Gaff Garian with the $20, he was talking about how we didn't give 175 billion in cash. Equip, we gave Ukraine, we're nearing decommission. Ken, I'm sure you're aware. So we give equipment we wouldn't use, pay to decommission, and stimulate the econ. We need our industry to create new equipment.
Yeah, so basically what he's saying is, like, usually ammo and all that have a lifespan. So a lot of times once it's decommissioned, it's getting closer to that lifespan. Excuse me. So that's kind of probably what he's talking about. And then he's saying taking the $175 billion in cash to put it back into the economy to make it better. I've always said I hate the fact of giving all this money to other countries when we have a massive homeless veteran problem. You know what I mean? Massive homeless problem to begin with. We need to take care of inside first before we worry about other people.
That's very true. How do you feel about the whole, like, World War III idea? Because I know, if you're not in the Discord, I was mentioning this earlier, if you're not in Discord, please get into the Discord. You have to be a cash cow or higher, because there has been so much going on in Discord this morning that I couldn't believe.
Oh, yeah.
So we're threatening our own world war of the, you know, lolcow live universe, because there are people like stealing crowns from other shows. Like, everything is just total disarray. And we were joking about it. Billy was there, Zale was there, Wonder Woman and Glammy, we were all in VC talking about it, and we're like, oh, we know that this is kind of like a ploy, because the only person who's really going to come out on top is going to be Keemstar, right? Because he does get, you know, some revenue from the other shows, no matter if they're crowns for Lolcow Live or crowns for us, right? He's still winning, right? And I said something along the lines of Keemstar is the America that's selling the weapons to the other countries in order to get some profit, right? Because even if we're not included in wars, which we probably are because we're the strongest out of everybody, we're still going to win, you know, with the economy and things like that. So another thing that we were talking about while you were gone was the tariffs. So apparently there's going to be a largest tax increase in at least a generation. Some people are saying that households are going to pay at least like 1,200 annually. And the other thing that they're talking about is that the tariffs from Canada and Mexico might not be 25%, as he stated before. I heard a air horn.
Yeah, V, welcome to Bandworld. Appreciate that.
Welcome to Bandworld.
What I want is someone to donate membership so SpongeBob can become a member. That's what I want.
That's true.
I want SpongeBob to be a member because he's my biggest fan. Definitely my big. Yeah, so I'm a little under the weather. I started feeling bad a little bit at work yesterday, and yeah, I had to go and get some stuff out. Right.
Oh,
so
goodness gracious,
yeah,
are you sick?
Probably. But yeah, I'm sorry, Chad. Yeah, it's just it's been a rough day.
Well, I feel terrible for you, Ken. I freaking left you to freaking fend for yourself.
Nah, don't worry
sick.
about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
I will say that this week there is something going on in general. Remember when we talk about like the planets aligning? Some people say that
with the 5 gifted. Come on, SpongeBob,
so
get one.
Gaffarian.
SpongeBob, get one. SpongeBob, get one. SpongeBob, get one. SpongeBob, get one. Come on,
David,
bro.
Magoo.
Damn it.
Miss Hayes said TMI. Caleb, Sticky, and Luke. We're gonna need another round. if SpongeBob doesn't get it in this next round, I might have to donate myself.
Nah, it's so grim to donate. He'll be all right.
Well, I am on his computer, so technically it would be him.
There we go.
What?
You donated like freaking $60 last time.
That was different. I want to see him cook.
The bean counter with 1 gifted. Thank you so much, guys. By the way, I know we're kind of joking around and all that, but please make sure that whoever gifted your sub, please thank them. Because, you know, they did it out the kindness of their heart, right? So make sure you thank them. We appreciate it, too. Thank you. Also, real quick, when we get our 3rd crown, because we got 2 right now, King Scott and Mono. When we get our 3rd crown, I want the 3 kings of Locale Cafe to come up for something for me to cook. And what I'm going to do when we get that 3rd crown, Beans is going to run the stream. I'm going to go in on my phone on Discord, and I'm going to do a live show cooking the crown's recipe while we do a show. That's my pledge to the kings and the crowns, and that is my pledge to the fans here. Once we get that 3rd crown, they tell me what, I don't care what it is. I'll figure it out, and we're going to make it happen.
Well, I'm excited to say the least. Somebody in chat said when somebody grifts, I think they're using the whole like locale rewind.
Yeah. Thanks for the grifted.
Thank you for the grifted. Is it randomly selected? Yeah, so it's randomly selected, which makes it a little bit more fun. It's kind of like gambling.
A little bit.
Hopefully, I don't get addicted to sending some.
Real quick, Miss Hayes, right? I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? I know things kind of fell out. It is what it is. I do have to give you kudos for what you did yesterday. It takes a very, very ballsy person. Yeah, ballsy special person to do that. But you said I pledge to do a foot stream. I will ban you with the quickness if I see you and your feet anywhere in that Discord. That is a rule. I put the rule in place. They agree with the rule. There it is. I almost banned Grim yesterday for showing his feet on stream, even though he really didn't even mean to. I was like, look, bro, I have to be fair to everybody. But, yeah. But for real, though, whenever we get that 3rd crown, the 3 kings of Cafe are going to come together, tell me what to cook, and I'm going to do it live on the show. We may have to do, depending on what the recipe calls for, we may have to do an early stream, depending on, since we're only at 90 minutes. We can still go a little earlier, since there's really nothing before us, just nothing crazy. But depending on what the recipe is, we'll do what we need to do.
Hell yeah. So since we're only at 90 minutes and we're a little bit later, what time do we end today?
3:30, and you will be redirected to Locale Nerds. I got the redirect set up, and I will do the next show promo towards the end of the stream, because you know Hakeem wants us to start doing a little promo for the show, that way they know what they're doing or what they're going into. So Nerds is going to be our redirect. So all 369 of you, if you're still here, we'll be going there. If the number goes up or down, there it is. But yeah,
that's very true. So we did finish up on American politics. Was there any other section that you wanted to go into?
I mean, we got about 35 minutes left. I want to go ahead and start doing the LCU news.
Of course. I think that's what a lot of people nowadays are kind of looking forward to.
Yep.
Plus, it's a great segue because Miss Hayes was in the chat talking about a foot stream that we do not want to see. Sorry, not sorry. And the first thing that comes up on the lolcow clips is actually the Foot Girl redemption arc.
Ooh, shout out Foot Girl and her redemption arc. Cornholio Kid, yeah, I know that liquor will, but right now, the way my stomach is right now, bro, I can't. I couldn't handle it. But definitely. Oh my God, Mono re-upped his Crown membership. Thank you so much, Mono. I greatly appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Time does fly. 100% it does, sir. One of the kings of Locale Cafe. Again, bro. I know we got King Scott. We got Mono. We need that one more crown. We get that 3rd crown. I'm telling you. Whatever y'all want me to cook, I'll cook. And we will make it happen. Thank you, Mono. Seriously. Thank you, sir. But yeah, so Foot Girl redemption arc. So for y'all that don't know, we're kind of new to the stream, new to the show, whatever, what have you. Foot Girl was my initial co-host, right? Trying out, whatever you want to call it. She was on here for 2 shows, I believe. And there was some stuff that went on. But, I'll let...
Girl?
I'll let Mr. Keem explain, because sometimes he does just a little bit better than me at explaining these things. Sorry, my bad. I forgot to share with Beans. All right. Let's get it. Yeah, I know Boogie showed his feet, Caleb. I wish I could ban him, but since he's the owner of the server, I can't ban him. But let's get into Mr. Keem talking about what happened with Foot Girl.
You're cute, all right? You were cute on Cafe. You got a great look to you, like girl next door, all right? I'm telling you, you were good on there. But then you started being, am I getting paid for this? Am I did it? And then I'm like telling you like, hey, dude, chill out. Like you're trying out for the show. You might get hired. And you had like this weird attitude. And then I'm also like hitting you up and being like, hey, don't, I hear this rumor that you're going on their show or something. Like, just so you know, if you're associated with these people that are, maybe not them directly, but at least their fan base have been doxing us. And like, you know what I mean? We can't associate with you.
NB Super.
So that's kind of a little bit of backstory on what happened with Miss Foot Girl. So, as the time went on, she pressed. She did what she needed to do, what she felt she needed to do. I can't talk. So, at some point, she just had to put She needed to put her foot down. No pun intended. Miss Hayes, I apologize. I can't talk right now. Seriously, I did not mean to say that to you. I'm so sorry. But yeah, let's do
Freudian
it.
slip.
For real, bro.
The thing is Miss Hayes is like, I don't think you've ever like worked anywhere ever. You've never had a real job. You just sell feet pictures and your mom takes care of you and whatnot and your family does. So you just don't.
Yeah, I fucked up, Chad. I know I fucked up. All right, y'all can get on me all you want to. I fucked up. You damn right. A Freudian slip, as some would say. But I'm sorry,
Oh my goodness.
Miss
Now we
Hayes.
have
I
the
am.
dad jokes.
I know, right, Miss Hayes. I am so sorry. I fucked up. Like it just slipped out. I'm sorry.
Understand what it's like to like grind. You know what I mean? For a job. And, I don't know. You're not good with authority either. Like, I need to work with people that will listen to me. You don't listen. It's just, I don't know. The thing is Miss Hayes is.
Listen, all right, look. Y'all know I'm not in the right mind right now. I'm trying to push through. Trying to give y'all a show. Please laugh at me all you want. I apologize. I had a boomer moment. Right. And yeah, y'all know.
I think, sorry, Ken, but I think this is the perfect time for everybody to use the new emote that I put into our YouTube chat, the I can't. So if you guys, want to spam that is, I think this is the perfect time to use it.
Someone said, I think SpongeBob likes feet. I mean, maybe SpongeBob does like feet. I don't know. Seriously. Miss Hayes, listen, I did not say that, all right? It was not the intent. I did not, no. All right? I'm sorry. For real, I'm sorry. It wasn't the intent at all. I'm sick. I've been throwing up. It's a bad day. But anyways, so Wings suggested a punishment for Miss Hayes so she could, work her way back into the good graces of the LCU.
Thank you.
Here's what I'm actually thinking about. I think like we're missing a good opportunity out here. I think Miss Hayes really wants to be back in the community, and I think you should offer her a punishment on the show today to prove that she could get back in the Discord.
I think that's interesting.
How about cream pies
super
to the
chatted
face?
$20.
Thank you.
Now, in the wrong context, what I said could kind of be applied to what they were trying to apply with the punishment, Miss Hayes, if you really think about it. Right?
You were just thinking like 3 steps ahead, Ken. I think that's just what happened.
3 videos ahead, right? I saw look down. I knew what was going to happen. I'm sorry. There it is. Yes, so Miss Hayes is Foot Girl. Yes, that is Foot Girl. It was a whole thing. Just, yeah. So she goes along with it. Her mom is actually a good sport about it. I think it's hilarious that she got her mom involved. You know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty cool. I gotta give all the credit, you know.
It's really cute that her mom is so supportive. I think a lot of people like whenever people have significant others, sorry, can't talk either, or like family members that want to support them, even though like the LCU is not the most, let's just say family friendly sort of community. It's nice to have some support no matter what's for.
Definitely. You know, and you know, like for real, like I said, like my mom watches the shows and all of that. She told me though, this is her favorite show. She loves Beans. She thinks you're amazing. You know, she's not really feeling Milkers anymore. It's a little too much for her right now. But yeah, she definitely loves this show. She loves you, Beans. It's awesome.
Thank you so much, Mama Ken. I really do appreciate it.
So
I want to make content.
Let's get into the first one. Like I said, her mom's an awesome, in the spirit of things, trying to help her out. Her mom supporting her and all that. That is awesome. So let's, not a lot of moms would be willing to do this for Keemstar. Let's just be honest, you know, help out with punishments. So let's get into it.
I want to make content.
Foot Girl, before you're about to do what you're about to do, all right? Here's a rule that you must live by.
Okay.
Listen to Keemstar.
Okay, I got you.
That's a rule we can all live by right now, right? Listen to Keemstar. Especially if you want to be in the LCU or involved in the LCU, make sure you listen to the man. But let's continue.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Get cream pied.
My mom's here. Can she do it?
Yes.
I think that's funnier.
Yes.
On my face or in my head? On my head.
Face.
In the face. Come here.
I mean, it is good to get it in the hair too. Make her slide it up, you know.
You can like smush it and then kind of get it all up.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hey.
I'm Mom.
She looks just like her mom too, bro. They look very much, you know, you could tell that's her mom. That's, you know, again, that's cool.
This is how much she wants it and how much I want it for her.
Okay.
Okay?
Not too hard.
Ready?
Yeah.
Smear it. Yeah, get it in the hair. Mess up that hair.
Okay.
Women hate that shit.
We needed to put a
I'm-
towel
hold
down.
on,
Oh, now I got it.
So Miss Hayes, you know, being the good sport that she is, you know, went along with it and she did it. I believe this was her idea also. So that's definitely cool. I think I'd rather do that than get my nose hairs ripped one at a time. What do you think?
Most definitely. I think that was very painful, especially because he didn't really get all the nose hairs in the first one. Now, Ken, did you watch Locale Live yesterday?
Not all of it.
Okay, so I do know that she does get in a bikini of some sort, and it does look very scandalous. I know that you try to kind of refrain from showing things like that on Cafe. Just wanted to give you a warning for the second part.
All right. So we'll not go there. You know, nothing against you, Miss Hayes. I just try not to have that content on Cafe. So let's go ahead and move on. So the whole premise of yesterday's show was to out Boogie for lying yet again, Mr. Liar tattoo on his face. That was the whole premise of the show. So evidently, you know, last month he liked wieners, right? Evidently, we're going a step further in the wiener liking. What's
Boogie, what
the hell's the deal with Mr. Boogie? Do you know? Do I know? Only he knows.
like?
I like furries,
No,
I guess.
No. Furry?
We're in the gay shit.
I wasn't in the gay furry shit. I'm not gonna fucking lie. You're telling me that I have to lie because I lied? How does that make sense?
You like furry wieners.
No, I fucking don't.
That's
I
what
don't.
you
I
have to
never
say.
did.
Whole month, furry wieners.
Why?
Furry wieners, guys. I think we're starting to take steps towards the worst at this point. You know, because we all know how we feel about furries in the LCU. It's weird people. But hey, you know, as long as they're not, you know, doing what people insinuate, you know, if they just want to do whatever they need to do, it is what it is. I try not to judge publicly, right? I'm not going to judge publicly. In the back of my mind, I'm just like, why are you putting on animal suits and doing these things? You know what I'm saying? It's a little too much. But we can look forward to that at Fat Camp, Mr. I Love Furry Wieners. It's going to be beautiful. So Keemstar came up with this new idea for all the shows called speeding tickets. This is actually a pretty cool idea. Did you see this idea?
I saw it briefly because for some reason, I know that people are saying that it's just a YouTube issue in general, but Firefox with YouTube, like, it just crashes constantly for me. So
Yeah.
I think it was right when the YouTube crashed for me and I was trying to reload it that he said this one part. But let's get into it.
Tina D's in chat. Good afternoon, Miss Tina. Hope all is well. So speeding tickets is kind of like, you know, when a show like messes up or a host messes up, you know, doing what they're supposed to do for the next show, he's going to issue a speeding ticket. And that's going to be paid out. And then at the end, Miss Tina says Queen's going to be lit tonight. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I know y'all are the number 2 show in the LCU. You know, sometimes you can argue for number 1. It is what it is. But, yeah. We'll take this money that from the speeding tickets and like donate to charity or like do something for the fans or something with it. But let's see, or let's hear what Mr. Keem has to say.
Pat, what do you guys think about doing fucking speeding tickets in the Local Live universe? Because when a motherfucker doesn't redirect, I want them to get a speeding ticket. When a motherfucker doesn't shout out the show they're redirecting to, you know what I mean? There's oh boy, and they pay some fucking outro song. That's bullshit. You guys say, hey, Tech Talk is coming next. Stick around for Tech Talk with David Joffrey and Jay. They're going to get into it. You know, you got to do a little promo for the next show. Speeding ticket.
So now that you've heard it, Ms. Beans, what do you think?
So
I didn't share the screen, did I?
No, sir. I was watching through the stream, so I was on a little bit of delay. So what I'm hearing from like the little, you're fine. It's a Monday. I think everybody feels the same way about Mondays. So what I'm hearing so far is that if you don't do a redirect, you'll get a ticket. If you eat on stream, you'll get a ticket. Like, just in general, if you don't do the things you're supposed to do, or just anger Mr. Keemstar in general, you'll get a ticket.
Yep.
So when it comes to redirects and stuff like that, I think that's a little complicated. I think it could be good because I think it forces people to make sure that their stream is up at least like an hour to 30 minutes before. I think you should do it like even before that, just in general. But at least it makes people kind of do it an hour or 30 minutes so we're able to give the redirect, right? Because something that we had a lot of trouble with nerds, for example, this is not really their problem. It's just that we were super early at the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes their stream wouldn't even be up, so there was no stream to give a redirect to, right? So in general, like sometimes things like that made it a little complicated. Hopefully that clears some things up, right? Also, sometimes there are some pretty long streams. Like for example, I think there was like 2 or 3 times that we had like maybe 3 to 4 hour streams.
Oh
just
yeah,
because we felt like it.
Yep.
some people cannot last 3 to 4 hours. Like, I know that me and Twiggy, sometimes we've eaten on stream before because we cannot go longer than maybe like an hour or two without eating. Like, just having a fast metabolism like that, it really hurts our tummies whenever we go a long time without eating at least a little bit of something. So just in general, like, I'm not gonna complain about it. Like, he can do whatever he wants. I'm just gonna do whatever I can to not get a ticket, because I think, what was the punishment if you get a ticket?
So there's going to be a fine. Like, is it like a speeding ticket? You got to pay a fine, right? So there's going to be a fine, and then all the money collected from the fine is going to go into like a pot, right? Like the LCU pot, and then like every month they'll do something with the money as far as like, you know, giving it to charity, or, you know, doing something for all the members, something like that, you know, like giving, like, obviously Keem's not going to pocket it, right? Like, no one's going to pocket the money. He's just doing something for the community with it. I think it's a cool idea.
That is a cool idea. I think in general, Keemstar is just trying to do a little bit more something with the LCU, because he is trying to help us out at least a little bit. Because the Tuesday thing, like Tuesday prime time days, where we're going to be switching out and stuff. Something that Xylee talked about, I think it was in live on air or in VC, something she did talk about is that if she was Queens, she would be upset. So now that we have Tina D in the chat, I do want to hear from Tina. How does she think about the primetime Tuesdays? Like, does she feel a certain type of way because Queens is getting kicked out of their spot once a week?
The one thing I will say about Tina is she's always been about helping the community out and helping out the universe. Like, you know, she's in chat always. She donates to shows. You know, she hops into, you know, almost all the shows. She hadn't been on this one yet for whatever reason, but that's fine. Yeah, she's definitely a supporter. So I think that, you know, since they are, we can solidify them as the number 2 show in the universe. We just can. You know, it is what it is. So, you know, if she wants to take a back seat to help some of these other shows get a little bit more, you know, visual, a little bit more eyes on them, it'll definitely help out everybody in the long run, you know. But I did have a question, and I wanted to pose it to the chat and to you also. Do you think the term in Minecraft is used too much?
Yeah, it does get a little annoying. I think we're all adults here. But I think a lot of people just want to be safe, especially because of the
terms of service, yeah, right. Yeah, no, I get that. But I mean, it's almost like they think like in Minecraft is this like blanket protection. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I know the idea is, you know, to like not be like you're going to do like IRL shit, right? That's the idea of it. But it's almost like if you have any type of, you know, I'm not going to say like false sense of security, right? But if you have this sense of, you know, I can say whatever I want in this world, as long as I say in Minecraft afterwards, I'm safe. You know? Like, let's just say for an example, I tell someone I'm going to do very, very, very bad things to them. I mean very, very bad things to them. To the point of they wish they were no longer in a computer. Right? But I said in Minecraft. Does that really save the person or make the other person feel like that's not a credible threat? You know what I mean?
They don't really care about like how that makes them look or how the other person feels, because in a way they're already saying like, I want something bad to happen to you, but they just want to cover their butts when it comes to the whole like you know, YouTube thing.
Yep.
So what were you gonna say? Somebody in chat?
Yeah, other people in chat. You got S. Antonio, Jamie Lee, and Neon Treon. Neon, thank you for being here, sir. The word allegedly. Right. That's another one that's overused a lot, I think, is this the idea that you have all these words that offer these blanket protections, or you think they do, so people are going to push the envelope a little bit. You know, I know when I was on my other show, we actually talked about people saying the word allegedly, and sometimes that, you know, it can be used as a defense, but sometimes it just can't, you know. But, you know, obviously we all know why they're used, but I don't know, man. It's like, I'm not saying if you have too much of a good thing, then, you know, it's like diluted, but I'm just saying, you know, I don't know. I think chat knows what I'm trying to say. Chat, I think you know what I'm trying to say, you know, and I think you do as well, Beans.
Of course. Just to get a little bit more insight in that, do you think that we should bring in the 2 people from Members Waiting to speak about that just a little bit deeper?
Yeah, let's do it. Donut Lord Zachary, awesome supporters of the show.
All right, what's up?
What's up,
Give me
bro?
1 second.
You're good, man. Donut Lord, what up, bro? Hey.
All right.
The new mic looks good, bro.
So, yeah, it's actually working pretty good.
Hell yeah.
I heard I got feedback from Billy on it, so it's pretty good overall right now.
Hell yeah. Donut Lord, what up, bro?
What up? What up?
Chilling.
You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, man, we got you. So, got
Hey, how you guys?
got natural light on the street. Come on, bro. Natural
Hey,
light.
bro.
I can't.
Strawberry lemonade. These are pretty good.
Yeah, my wife.
It's too.
My wife said the same
My
thing.
bad.
I'm just kidding.
It's too late for coffee right now.
Yeah, you're right. So let me ask y'all real quick. Do y'all think the term Minecraft and allegedly and all that's overused a little bit?
I feel like it's actually getting overused a little bit in like a few of the shows, like Locale Live. Sometimes it's in like Queens at points.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. What about you, Donut Lord? What you think?
Hey, it's just like it's like you can say whatever you want. All you gotta do is say in Minecraft after.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing. Like I was telling Beans, you know, like think of like the most demented, deplorable thing you can do to a human being, you know. And then if I was like in Minecraft, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, that's like the last thing they end up saying in Minecraft. They literally forget to say it, then they just say it out of nowhere.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, I feel like it's just like overused at this point.
Yep. I don't know, man.
That's true. I kind of want to get a little bit of a behind the scenes with you, Ken, because I know you are a mod in the Discord. If you're not a Discord, get a cash cow or higher membership. But whenever somebody says anything in the Discord, let's just say the most deplorable thing ever, and they end it in Minecraft, do you ban them or do you not?
I fuck with them. I'll tag him. I'm like, I see what you're doing here, bro. You know, because here's the thing a lot of people don't realize. There is the rule of targeted harassment, and it's one of those like fine line rules, right? Like obviously you can banter with people, everyone can talk shit, but like let's just say I go in the Discord and I do like my little my Undertaker gif and I say good morning, and then like 10 people just attack me every single day, you know, like that's targeted harassment. Now, you can look at other things that they do to incite it. It's a lot into it there, but it's just one of those things, you know, like people do it to troll nowadays, but it just depends. I try and look at like, you know, big picture whenever I do certain things.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about cooking with Ken? How'd y'all like that?
Look,
Yeah,
hey,
I
that
like
looked good.
that.
You like that?
I actually did like it.
Hell yeah.
That thing actually looked pretty good.
Oh yeah, like I said, that's something I'm trying to implement on the show.
That was cool how you accommodated your guests with the non-dip tortillas.
Oh yeah.
That was
Have you ever actually thought about like a baked mac and cheese?
Baked mac and cheese.
So I have this thing called $1 million $1 million mac and cheese that has like bacon, 5 different cheeses, has breadcrumbs, like I think it's like 2 or 3 different types of noodles that I do, and I smoke it. It's beautiful.
There was there's a restaurant they're doing a complete remodel over here down the road from me.
Okay.
And I think it was like 4 years back. I went there with my grandmother at that time.
Okay.
And it was one of my favorite things to basically get was the baked mac and cheese with the onion rings.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, onion rings.
And it's, oh my God, it's so good.
Do y'all have Longhorn there, y'all?
I've never been.
We do have a Longhorn, but it's like, I can't remember how far it is.
The macaroni and cheese at Longhorn is probably some of the best I've had from a restaurant. I'm going to tell you all that right now.
I haven't been to Longhorn in years.
Bro, it's really good. It is really good. I do remember KFC buffets used to have the buffets, and they never had mac and cheese on the buffet. And I'd be like, why not? We love our mac and cheese here. It's really good for fast food, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, KFC mac and cheese is
Especially like
alright.
fried chicken. That's like one of the biggest things, like fried chicken, biscuits, mac and cheese, what else? Mashed potatoes with gravy. Like those are the pillars when it comes to like just fried chicken restaurants in general. So not having mac and cheese makes no sense to me.
Facts. I don't know. But yeah, let me ask y'all this. What do you think about the 2 p.m. time slot?
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Like, I love it for y'all personally. If y'all could like start developing so previewing the shows, because you guys are getting the thumbnails now. So like, Nerd's gonna talk about what they're gonna do.
Yep.
Tina versus Savage is going down tonight.
Oh yeah.
That's something we can do.
Can't wait for that.
Local don't got one, but from the announcements, you kind of keeps coming at them.
That's actually a really good idea. I like that. We can start doing that. You know.
Like in a way, right as of today, I kind of like the 2 p.m. time slot because of, like, for the fact that my sleep schedule is so effed up and I'm staying up until like 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like literally most of the day yesterday I was still working on my OBS.
Oh yeah. Remember you were telling me about it. Hell yeah.
I remember when we were first doing cafe and we had an even earlier time slot. We had like 9:30, right? I would get yelled at by our viewers because they would see me in Ozzy's chat at like 3 a.m. They'll be like, Beans, go to sleep. You have a show in the morning. And I'm like, you don't tell me what to do.
Hey, the insomnia runs crazy in the local universe.
Oh yes, it does. Especially now because we have like all these shows, and technically, if you think about it, Locale Cafe is like waking up, you know, because
Exactly.
12 hours from 2 o'clock when we start is going to be the last show, Locale Aussie.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So literally 12 hours of 13 and a half hours of Locale content. I can't.
Yeah, bro, it's hard to keep up.
Hell yeah. Nightly Truth. I miss you guys in the AM. So the way Keem presented this was we try it out for like a week, see how it goes, you know, because again, we need the 1K live concurrent viewership. We have to get there. I don't want Becky back. We have to get there. And, you know, if we get there, you know, maybe, you know, we'll stay. If nothing else, if we maybe we can hurry up and get it and try and go back. I don't know. But, yeah, it's definitely different doing this in the afternoon. I'll definitely say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
hopefully
in the
we
Discord. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully y'all could like maybe pull in that nerds crowd a little bit, you know.
Yep.
Just all the other crowds.
Definitely.
With this little time slot.
Definitely.
It's like it's the first day. I don't know how many viewers you guys are at, but
we're at 365 right now.
Kind of
Not
like the
bad.
same as before. The thing that I was gonna say is, I'm just not used to it. I was in the Discord being basically a degenerate talking about Rhea Ripley this morning because I had nothing better to do. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna say goon because that's not allowed in Discord, but I'm going
Mommy's
to
always on top.
talk about one of my favorite wrestlers in
Like Rhea's alright. Rhea's alright.
Who's better?
Don't talk about my girl. She is a hottie.
Alright. Out of these three people, who do you think is actually the best? Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Cena.
I can't with wrestling.
Wrestling, you're not a big wrestling
Like
person.
I have to go Cody Rhodes. Like, come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna out myself here. I don't even watch wrestling. Okay, I just go on Instagram and see all the reels about Rhea, and I'm just like, you know what? I'd let her freaking beat me in a ring. Just saying.
I can't. This ain't the show for that, Beans. We don't talk about that here. Go on Milkers and talk about that. Here's the thing for me, right? And this is the honest to God truth. Obviously, when I was a kid, I watched Attitude Era, right? Because to me, that was the best era in wrestling, hands down. It'll never be beat. But when you watch it now versus back then, it just looks so choreographed. Like everybody's at their spot at the right time and blah blah. Back then, yeah, you could do that, but there was a lot more like it seems like it wasn't practiced. Like today is practiced like a play almost. Like they do dry runs of what's supposed to happen. I don't know.
So I see a lot of people are actually agreeing with you, Zach, about the whole Cody Rhodes thing. I think in the 90s, it was just a little bit better. I don't know, like just like the how do I put it, like the grime of it all. Like you ever seen like John Cena and like his whole like thing with the hat and he's like just in your face. I freaking love that shit.
Yep.
Bring back Vince.
Is it kind of like
That's it, bro.
Is it kind of like when Cena had like the whole Thug Life theme and all that?
I think so.
I don't
That
know.
was like back in. That was like before 06, I think.
Yeah.
But we were talking a little bit about like what's gonna go on in the future shows. So we do have to do a little promo for Nerds. Do you know what's happening in the next episode of Nerds?
So apparently they're going after Ozzy. That's who their target is. Yeah.
Enemy number one.
Exactly. Ozzy, because they have the most crowns. So everybody's going to be going after Ozzy. I could care less what they do because I know my coffee cult is strong. So everybody can do whatever they want.
Ozzy's a good show.
Everybody can do what they
Like-
want to do. I just know when we get
No, continue. Sorry.
when we get that third crown, Cooking with Ken is going to go to the next level. So somebody, some baller out there wants to see me cook my ass off. Go ahead, Miss.
Yeah, their benefits might change after today.
That's it.
That's true. But there's also a little bit of background that I got from this morning. That's the only good thing that I can see from Cafe being moved, because I did spend some time in VC, and there was a little bit of drama between Rastov and Zay. Apparently, like, there were some things happening in Crown Chat. Also, Glammy was saying that some of the crowns for Ozzy is taking other crowns as, like, initiation ritual of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah, we're getting weird in the LCU. I'm gonna start banning
We're
people.
getting really weird.
I'm gonna start banning people.
A lot of things been getting weird lately.
Yep. All right, guys.
Like, I remember
we got
there
I'm about to
was-
head out.
We
Yep.
got
Thank you
3
guys for having
minutes.
me.
Y'all take care. Appreciate
Thank you
doing
so
that.
much, Donut.
All right,
Yeah,
Zach.
later.
We'll see you, bro. All right, guys. So 2 o'clock happened. Numbers are about the same. I think we'll be better. Today, Ms. Bean's got some IRL stuff she needs to take care of. I'm very happy she made it because, as we saw in the beginning, it was super cringe. It was super weird. Y'all just had Ken. What are we doing? The chat was like, beans. We need beans. We need beans. You got beans. Damn it. You got beans. So,
You guys are so silly.
I just had to go blow chunks in the middle of a show. But, hey, I came back. Damn it. I came back. But tomorrow's going to be beautiful. Seems like last Monday we also had a fucked up show. I feel like Monday is just not the day.
Monday is not the day, and then usually the weekend is when things get really weird or like really tense for some
Yep.
reason. Either people are drunk or people just want to start some shit, and that's what I don't appreciate. But today, I think we're just getting, kind of used to the time slot. I think the next couple days will be better. I tried to promote it like at 2 a.m. I think it was whenever I
Yeah.
put it in. Yeah, so just in general, people are going to get used to the new schedule. More people are going to hear about it. I think that we'll do great. Tomorrow, I should be getting a mic upgrade because for some reason I didn't have like the part that to plug in, so I had to buy one from Amazon, but I'm going to be using your old mic, which is going to be awesome.
Yep. So hopefully it works out. But we got 2 minutes, guys. Chat, thank you for being here. The support we got, we appreciate everybody that supported the channel. 8 new members, thank you for being here. Tomorrow we got a nice little thing planned for the Crowns and Pay Pigs to show our appreciation to you guys for making this thing happen. But yeah, we got a minute left. I'm gonna send you guys the Nerds. They're gonna be going after Ozzy, so that's gonna be beautiful, and we'll see what happens next. But you guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keem said no outro, so I guess I can't sing for you guys, but I will start singing in the morning. But we love y'all. Till then, till tomorrow. Later.